Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and thank you to the member for Deakin. That was like a mini Chris Bowen, just as fast and just as divorced from reality. A little bit less red. And look, I think the member for Deakin just said the reason we've had higher electricity prices is because of the coalition. Is that right? 9 years. And so why is it? Why is it that coming into the 22 election, your side of politics promised 97 times bills would go down $275? Well, it worked. That line worked for 3 years. We've heard it here, Australia. The member for Deakin just said that line worked for 3 years. They've been repeating a lie. So they say that's the reason prices went up. Yet, before the 2022 election, 97 times they stood there in front of you and said prices would go down $275. Well, there's only two explanations for that. There's only two explanations. Either you have no idea how energy markets work, or you do, and you lied to the Australian public anyway. Which one is it?
Excuse me.
Sorry for the
You know the standing orders around the use of that particular
Sorry, Madam
word.
Deputy Speaker. Let me repeat.
Withdraw and rephrase.
I withdraw and I'll rephrase.
Thank you.
There's one of two things that has to be true. You either have no idea, none whatsoever, on how energy markets work, or you do, and you lied, and the opposition lied anyway. Which one is it? Which one is it? Well, they're awful quiet now. You could hear a pin drop in the chamber because it's embarrassing. And you know what? And what is happening is people in my electorate are living it. Just last week I was out at FJP Manufacturing. This is a business where we have a few manufacturing businesses clinging to life in Cook. They have seen their gas and their electricity prices both up over 70% in the last 2 years. And as I said, and the Energy Minister liked to clip me up about this, yes, you don't really care about TAFE, because you know what's happening to people? They had 7 apprentices just at the start of last term. They're down to 3. They're down to 3 apprentices, and they're worried it's going to 0. These people employ 50 people in my electorate. Phil is the guy who runs the show there. He works incredibly hard. Bending metal, doing powder coatings, supplying businesses all throughout Sydney. But yet they are being crushed under energy prices. Only 3 weeks ago I was out at Kareela Shops, meeting actually a chicken shop provider there that's had its energy prices more than double. Just yesterday I received an email from someone in my electorate screenshotting their bill. And what did they screenshot in their bill? Even though they had solar, their home bill had more than double. Their per kilowatt hour had tripled. This is the reality Australians are living with. So when those on the other side stand up here and tell us, oh yes, the only reason we have electricity prices up is for the coalition, well, it's clearly not true. And why are these lies being peddled? Because it's a vulnerability. It is a vulnerability, and it's going to get worse. Why do we know this? Because we're seeing the bodies pile up. Whyalla Steelworks, bankrupt. Tomago, about to be bankrupt. Mount Isa Smelter, bankrupt. CEOs of BlueScope Steel, Cadbury, Mars, all coming in and saying manufacturing and industry is at a crossroads and at risk going offshore. The CEO of BHP said in Australia energy costs are 2 to 3 times that of comparable economies. BlueScope Steel said our gas prices are 3 to 4 times that of the US. Well, the bodies are piling up and it's not pretty. And guess who's holding the gun? Well, it's the Energy Minister of Australia.